Hey guys, how's it going? It's VedaCostX from XYHAX.blogspot. That's XYHAX.blogspot. I just wanted to share something with you guys. I'm going to try to keep this as brief as I can, so I'm not going to do a lot of them. But I'd like to just first of all show on my computer. Let's see. Well, let's go out of that and let's choose organize. Alright, so here we have box 2, and in box 2 I have a variety of Pokemon, right? This isn't really important. What's important is that you're going to see me trade them, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trade out these Pokemon. Then after I trade these Pokemon out, after I've traded out as many or as few as I want to, it really doesn't matter, but after I've traded a few out, I'm going to get them back. Now you're asking me, you're saying to yourself, there's no fucking way you can get a Pokemon back after it's traded. Well, I'm here to tell you there is. And I'm going to tell you how. First of all, you're going to need one of these right here. An action replay power save device. Alright? And secondly, here's what we're going to do. Well, let's just do it. Let's just show you. It's going to be easier to show you. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go ahead and click this and click that. And we're going to do a quick wonder trade, right? First, let's get online. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wonder trade a few of these out so you guys can see that they're completely gone. I'm going to show you in the PC that they're completely gone. Then I'm going to restore them to where they were using the power save device by restoring my save to the point previous to when I traded. So in other words, so before I traded them, I backed these up. I have a backup of this save on my power save device, right? Why does that matter? Why? Of course you have a backup. Well, I'll show you. This is, a lot of people really, I think, misunderstand how useful this tool is. Okay, so let's say I traded out this Lugia. Now this is just so you guys can see it's all gone and it's just been replaced and there's another Pokemon there. I'm going to go ahead and record all that. Record it going out and all that jazz. Just so you know it's gone. And for the purpose of the fact that I only have a half hour to display all this information, I'm just going to send this guy out and then show you the box to show that indeed Lugia is gone there. Alright, so there goes Lugia. Headed out. Sending Lugia. They send us a little Charmander. How cute. Alright, let's make sure that 3D is off so it doesn't skew the picture too much here. What about there is okay. Alright, so now if I go into my PC, right, let's just go ahead and hop off that, go to this screen. Now I just want to show you the box again. Oh, here we go. Okay, so there's our Charmander we just got in the box. Replaced our Lugia. Obviously, Lugia is now gone. How do I get Lugia back after I already traded Lugia, right? Well, I backed the save up before I traded Lugia on the power save device, right? So here's what we're going to do. Go ahead and close this up. All right, close that out. Okay. And, so, now we've closed that up, we're going to go ahead and pop that out, grab this, and stab it into, hold on, there we go, and stab it right into the power save device, like so. Okay. And so what this does is it runs out and up to my laptop, right? My laptop has a VGA plug-in which goes out to my TV, as you can see. So, let's go over to the TV, shall we? Again, sorry, all I have to record this is my PS Vita. You'll have to work with me, but the information you get will be worth it. Okay. So let's let this catch up. Sometimes it loops like this. The software is a bit buggy. They've got some work to do on it. But once it stops looping, as you can see, it's still looping. It takes a while for it to catch the server sometimes. Windows 7's a little buggy with it right now. But let me get back a little bit farther here. Let's make sure it's reading the disk. Alright, I'm going to have to close and reopen the application. This happens sometimes. The device itself is rather shoddy, I must say. The device itself has plenty of issues. Now watch, I'm going to show you something real quick, if I can, and still hold the Vita. I unplugged this. Let's see if I can get this at the same time. Unplug that, and then I just plug it back in. Let's see. Stab that right in there. No hardware issue solved. Stupid as shit. Another thing that people have had to do is actually wet the contacts of the disk in order to get it to keep reading. And it's quite like going to loop a few times here, but once it stops looping, we can write. And it's good for everybody on the site to see the shit I go through just to restore my save each time. Because this is indeed the shit it does every single time. It just loops and loops and loops and loops until it decides it wants you to read it. It's a dumb bastard like that. Let's take it out and put it back in and pray that it reads. Yeah, as datel for you. And this is PowerSave 1.16, and as I said, it's just fucking terrible at reading the cartridge. It's terribly buggy. But what we can do with it is amazing. So that's the shitty thing here, is there's no other alternative. There's nobody else who makes a device like this. There's nothing else that we can use to do this. Nobody's made a third-party program to use your PowerSave. And all the saves are stored on a cloud server. Alright? So we have to sit here and dick around until they decide to, like, what's funny is if I go over here, right, okay, so I looked for a tutorial for this, by the way, that's why I'm making it, there is none. If I go over here, right, for a few minutes, and then I come back, the goddamn thing wants to work. You see this shit? So what they're failing to do here is actually contact the server. But I digress. Anyway, so that's how you make it. If you go to your browser, like say you go to Chrome, and then come back, for some fucking reason, it wants to work. Alright, so anyway. This is the backup I made before I traded Lugia out, right? So let's restore that backup. Finally. Now that the fucking software wants to work. Alright, let's restore that backup. Okay, so there it goes. It's reading the cartridge. And now it's writing to the cartridge, right? And keep in mind, I could have traded all 30 of those Pokemon out of that box. I could trade 31 boxes of Pokemon, restore my save, and all my Pokemon will come back. All the Pokemon I traded, all come right back, because it's essentially like saving state in an emulator, and then going and doing something, fucking up, and then going back to the save state to kind of, you know, reverse your, or go back in time, reverse what happened. Well, that's basically what this PowerSave device can do. So what we've done here is just restored the save. Let's see if Lugia returns in the game here. Alright, let's grab the 3DS and bring it to us. I'm going to go ahead and take our Pokemon game. Fuck you, PowerSaves. Fall on the floor if you want to. And then, okay. Now, let's poke this bitch. Open it up. And slam the A button. We can get in here. Okay, so now you saw box 1 Lugia, well, box 2 Lugia rather. I trade it out for a Charmander, right? Well, here's the funny thing. Let's go back to box 2, and what do we have in the top left there? That's right, Lugia's back. So what I did was I traded the Pokemon out, then restored my save from previously. So what you do initially is you take your save and you back it up on the power save. Then trade all your Pokemon out, restore the save, and all your Pokemon will come back to you. So I can trade out all these Pokemon, every last one of them till they're gone. Go to my power save device, restore the save, right? On the shitty software that datel needs to update and make work properly. But regardless, amazing thing in its own right, because I mean the fact that you can do this, how priceless is that? You can trade out every fucking one of your Pokemon and then get them all back just by restoring your save, right? Pretty fucking amazing, if you ask me. So while you saw the bullshit I went through to get this thing to read the cartridge, and here's another thing. People have actually had to lick the game cartridge, like the contacts on it. Let me do this, because I don't care about save corruption. I just closed it and yanked it out, but... Alright, so check this out. On this part of the cartridge, right here, the gold part, people have actually had to lick that part of the cartridge to get it to read in the power save device, because the power save device isn't reading these contacts properly. So it causes it to do this looping thing that you saw a few minutes ago, and I let it loop for a while. Now the secret is, like, the first time I learned this, I was actually going to Datel's website to kind of bitch at them, right? Let me show you. I was going over to the support website, okay? And I was like, what the fuck, datel, you know? Just about to bitch at them, write them a fucking mail and say, what the fuck's the deal? And as I was doing that, the power save began to work. It read the disc, you know, it read the cartridge. So the first time I ever used power save, what I realized is that by simply opening up my browser, in my case it's Chrome, by simply opening up my browser, I was able to, you know, get it to connect to the server. And then it stopped looping. It stopped looping and saying, you know, no game found, please insert cartridge. No game found, please insert cartridge, like it was a moment ago. So that's something you can do, and I know it sounds crazy, but if you go to your browser and then just click refresh on any page, it doesn't have to be the power saves page. I just like to, if I'm going to be sending requests, I might as well be irritating them, right? They're the ones who caused me to do it. But... But just the same, that's basically what I was doing, and this allows me to, and when you're in the other window, in the browser window, look in the back and you'll see it just stops looping. It just fucking works, right? Stupid, but it works. Alright guys, so VadeCrossX here from XYHAX.blogspot.com. That's XYHAX.blogspot.com. I just wanted to share that technique for the power save section of the website here, so that when you guys try to, once you get your master save set up, and of course I'm going to give you all 600 plus some shiny Pokemon, so you can set up a cartridge for a master save if we choose you as a distributor. But this is what we're going to do. Basically what you do is you take your power save after you've traded out all your Pokemon and pop in your power save, restore the save from your last backup, all the Pokemon return, and there you have it. Poof. Infinite trades. You can trade your Pokemon out as many times as you want to. Also check the link for how to clone Pokemon into the bank and stuff like that. It's all going to be here in the same section of the website. Alright guys. Take it easy. I hope you like Mudkips. Do you like Mudkips? Do you like Mudkips?